Hello students. Now in plant classification, kingdom fungi. Kingdom fungi, it consists of unicellular, multicellular and sometimes they are filamentous. Filament, thread-like. Now if you keep a bread and put moisture in it, moistened bread, you will see that white color structure will develop on it. That is bread mold. And after some time, that white color structure turns into black. Let's see how it develops. Now, those spores are present in the atmosphere. Whenever it gets a good substratum, it germinates. Food might be cheese or any food or bread, anything. It gets a suitable substratum, it germinates. Now, let's see how it germinates. The white color structure which you see is hyphae, is known as hyphae. Now it forms a network on the bread. It is known as mycelium. It is known as mycelium. Now this mycelium, in this mycelium vertical structures develop. That is known as sporangiophores. Sporangiophores. Now this sporangiophore individual structure looks like this. It has got a solid structure in between that is known as columella and there are spores inside. This is known as sporangium. This bag is known as sporangium. Inside that bag you find spores. When it matures, that bag breaks and releases all the spores in the atmosphere. So this is the reproductive structure which developed from the mycelium, from the hyphae. And this reproductive structure gives rhizoids, root-like structure downwards. And on the side it gives stolon, that is the reproductive structure. So here this is the structure of bread mold. The fungus which grows on the bread is this fungi. Now this structure gives hyphae which releases digestive enzyme. It is not autotrophic, it is not green in color, it is not going to produce its own food. So it is going to derive the nutrition from the dead decaying organic substance. Stale bread is dead decaying organic substance. It will derive the nutrition. This hyphae will give digestive enzyme which will digest, convert the food into glucose and will absorb that digested food through the hyphae. So the digestion is taking place outside the body. It is not inside, it is releasing the enzyme outside, getting the energy and storing in the form of glycogen for its use. So this is how it takes in the nutrition. It is saprophytic. It grows on dead decaying substances. It is saprophyte. And this is how it reproduces. It multiplies the hyphae to form the mycelium. This mycelium gives vertical structure which is sporangiophore. This has got sporangiophore vertical structure, has got sporangium. Sporangium has got spores in it and it will burst and release these spores in the atmosphere. When it gets a suitable substratum, it grows into a new organism. This is how the reproduction takes place in bread mold. This is the classic example of fungi. So this fungi is unicellular, multicellular, filamentous. Bread mold is filamentous. Initially it is unicellular, it grows into multicellular, and it grows into filament, and various structures develop. You can see with the naked eyes also, but minute structures if you have to see, then you have to see under microscope. So now they all are saprophytic because they do not have green color substance which will synthesize the foods. They are without chlorophyll, they grow on dead decaying organic substances. Now, the respiration, it will carry out respiration to release energy. So whether it is aerobic or anaerobic, it is not anaerobic, it is aerobic. It requires oxygen, it grows on the surface. Therefore, it is carrying out aerobic type of respiration. So this is the character of the kingdom fungi with these examples. They are beneficial for us as well as harmful. Now, the bread which we eat, they are fermented. Fermented with what? Yeast. Yeast ferments the bread, therefore you have soft, fluffy bread. And it increases the vitamin B in the bread. So, it is beneficial. It is useful for manufacturing alcohol also. Now, penicillin is useful for making cheese. Mucor is useful for making cheese. These are our benefits. We can eat mushroom. Example of edible mushroom, B.Ringworm. You can eat that mushroom and get the protein from it. So it is beneficial. So these are the benefits of the fungus. They are beneficial, but it causes. Now there is a medicine which is produced by Penicillium notatum, penicillin, which is used as antibiotic, which helps us to cure of various diseases. So penicillin is produced from Penicillium notatum, so that is beneficial. So producing antibiotic, fermenting the bread and the mushrooms, they which are edible. So in our day-to-day life, they are beneficial. B.Agaricus, edible mushroom. You can eat. You cannot eat all the mushrooms because some mushroom might be poisonous, but B.Agaricus, they are edible. Now, there are this fungus, they are also decomposer. They decompose the big substances, they decompose. Like bread is a solid substance, they decompose it. They decompose the dead decaying organic substance as the bacteria does. So that is sort of beneficial sometimes, sometimes harmful. So here they cause the harm also, and there are various diseases which are caused to the farmland plants. So it causes huge loss to the farmers, like rust disease is the fungal disease which is in the wheat. So if it is caused, all the destruction of the wheat plant will take place. So fungus can cause destruction to the farmland, also destroying the plants. Now, you might sometimes get small patches, red color patches. If you scratch, then it spreads round structures develop. That is ringworm. They literally form ring. They are ringworm. Now, they are not worms, but they are known as ringworm because they form ring-like. It's a fungal disease. Now, athlete's foot is also a fungal disease. It is developed in the foot. Now, when the sweat is produced in the leg, when the athlete wears socks and lot of sweating takes place, then in between the toes there is scratching which develops, that is due to the fungus, and therefore it is known as athlete's foot. So this is the benefit and harm of the fungus, but they are very much associated with our life the organism included in the kingdom fungi. Bye-bye.